Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of your United States Air Force, the Commander of Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all of the men and women of Air Combat Command, we'd like to welcome you to today's practice demonstration for the 2023 Air Show season. I am the Virtual Strike Demo Team Chief and Narrator, Noah Haas, call sign Gateguard, from Portland, Oregon. Since 9/11, Air Combat Command and the United States Air Force have provided over 681,000 air missions in today's joint fight, supporting our Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, and our allies. We are the virtual F-15E Strike Eagle demonstration team dedicated to Air Combat Command's 4th Fighter Wing, located at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in Goldsboro, North Carolina. It is my distinct pleasure to describe for you today a combat capability demonstration of one of America's premier air-to-ground superiority fighters, the Boeing F-15E Strike Eagle, an aircraft whose combat role is to put bombs on target on time. Introduced in the United States Air Force service in September of 1989, the F-15E flew its first combat sorties in support of Operation Desert Storm in January of 1991, and has since served with distinction in Kosovo, Libya, and Afghanistan. The aircrew for today's demonstration is Jeremy Ortiz, call sign Speaker, from Milford, Delaware. Speaker is an experienced flight simulator pilot with over 4,000 hours of virtual flying time. Speaker is an airshow enthusiast who likes to recreate military aviation demonstrations in the virtual skies, and has commanded the virtual Strike Eagle demonstration team since June of 2021. Speaker will begin today's demonstration from your right by showcasing just how fast the F-15E can get off the ground and maneuver. This capability gets our fighters in the air quickly to execute any mission. Speaker will lift off in less than 2,000 feet, immediately pull up into the vertical, then roll inverted to reposition for his next maneuver.
It's showtime.
Send it. Speed of sound. This capability allows the Strike Eagle to fly virtually undetected deep into hostile territory to deliver its ordnance. The sound alone of its Pratt & Whitney F-100 engines is enough to strike fear into the hearts of America's enemies.
Sounds strange, you all wanna creep together. Okay, in the club with a cheesy sweater. Why not? We got so much street credit, the rookie police let us. Now that's foolish, cause we don't act sweet. Cause I can run 10 laps of the track, kid.
You can't turn tight, you can't fight. Now, from the right, the Strike Eagle returns to show center to demonstrate its exceptional turning capability. In this turn, Speaker will be pressed deep into a seat with 9 times the force of gravity. This capability keeps our F-15Es on the offensive in any air-to-air engagement. Speaker is now turning his aircraft back to show side. He will accelerate through 450 miles per hour and demonstrate the rolling maneuverability of the Strike Eagle by executing 3 consecutive aileron rolls in less than 6 seconds. Speaker approaches Show Center from the right. He will demonstrate the Strike Eagle's crisp handling characteristics by performing the precise 4-point hesitation roll, and then immediately transition into the challenging Flat 8. You can see the capability of the Strike Eagle to rapidly transition between low speed and high speed flight. As Speaker completes this maneuver, he will complete a rudder roll to inverted flight to demonstrate the exceptional flight control system of the F-15E. The F-15E Strike Eagle is an awesome close air support aircraft. The weapon of choice when our ground troops are in close contact with the enemy is its 20mm M61A1 Gatling gun, able to precisely provide firepower to suppress the enemy while minimizing collateral damage. The Strafe Pass positions the F-15E to precisely employ the gun for maximum firepower. Now, from the left, Speaker will demonstrate a low-angle Strafe Pass. The pilot will align the target at its crosshairs, pull the trigger, and fire the gun at a rate of 6,000 rounds per minute. F-15E's primary mission is to put bombs on time and on target. With 15 air-to-ground stations, the Strike Eagle can carry numerous bombs weighing from 250 to 5,000 pounds, each designated to impact precisely where needed. Now, from the right, Speaker will execute a low-altitude bombing pass. As the pilot climbs, the whistle will acquire the target and designate its position on the ground. Speaker will then roll into the target and release the bomb. After the release, Speaker will maneuver in a series of evasive turns to the enemy sands and triple A, while the whistle guides the limit for a direct hit. This impressive aircraft, together with the motivation, versatility, and adaptability of Air Combat Command Airmen, allows us to apply these capabilities in ways never before envisioned. Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker is now repositioning his F-15E Strike Eagle from the left to return to Show Center for the dedication pass. We'd like to dedicate this pass to the men and women of the armed forces and their families who support them. We'd also like to commemorate our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance, and remember those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so get your cameras ready to capture this salute. Ladies and gentlemen, now and from behind and to your left, the F-15E Strike Eagle proudly presents the dedication pass. The F-15E returns to Show Center. The aircrew will pass by in the Knife Edge Pass, demonstrating the Strike Eagle's exceptional flight control system, which makes such a maneuver possible. We would like to dedicate this final salute to all of the men and women of the 4th Fighter Wing based at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, as well as the now deactivated F-15E Strike Eagle demonstration team. The newest and most advanced air-to-air and air-to-ground ordnance in the Air Force inventory, enabling enabling it to accomplish its mission. The F-15E's cockpit gives the aircrew exceptional visibilities in all areas. It is built around a radar in which the air-to-air mode extends the eyes of the aircrew well beyond visual range to find and kill small and high-speed targets, all the way down to treetop level. In the air-to-ground mode, the radar can search and destroy ground targets beyond the range of most enemy air defenses. Speaker is now decelerating through 300 miles per hour and lowering the landing gear and flaps. They will hold approximately 185 miles per hour on the final and touching down at 160. This aircraft is one small part of an impressive Air Force inventory that flew over 510,000 hours in support of combat operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. As he lands, notice how Speaker uses the F-15E's large wings to dramatically slow down on rollout by holding the nose high and keeping the wings exposed to the airstream. The Strike Eagle can stop at less than 4,000 feet. Add this with its ability to take off from short runways, and you have a fighter that can safely operate from thousands of airfields throughout the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration. We hope you've enjoyed this brief display of only a fraction of the F-15E Strike Eagle's full combat capability. As an integral part of the most capable Air Force the world has ever known, your F-15E Strike Eagles are ready to defend our nation's skies and dominate the battle space anywhere on the globe, ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win in air, space, and cyberspace. On behalf of your United States Air Force, the Commander of Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all of the men and women of Air Combat Command, we thank you for your attendance, and thank you for your patriotism and support.